Their feet disturbed deep dust upon the floor and stumbled among things lying in the door whose shapes they could not first make out. The chamber was lit by a wide shaft high in the further eastern wall. It slanted upwards, and far above, a small square patch of blue sky could be seen. The light of the shaft fell directly on a table in the middle of the room, a single oblong block about 2 feet high, upon which was laid a great slab of white stone. "It looks like a tomb," muttered Frodo, and bent forwards with a curious sense of foreboding to look more closely at it. Gandalf came quickly to his side. On the slab, runes were deeply graven. "These are Daeron's runes, such as were used in the Old of Moria," said Gandalf. "Here is written in the tongues of men and dwarves, Balin, son of Fundin, Lord of Moria." "He is dead then," said Frodo. "I feared it was so." Gimli cast his hood over his face. "Which way shall we go?" asked Boromir. "Back to the hall," answered Gandalf. "But our visit to this room has not been in vain. I now know where we are. This must be, as Gimli says, the chamber of Mazarbul, and the hall must be the 21st of the north end. Therefore, we should leave by the eastern arch of the hall and bear right and south and go downwards. The 21st hall should be back on the 7th level. That is 6 above the level of the gates. Come now, back to the hall." Gandalf had hardly spoken these words when there came a great noise, a rolling boom that seemed to come from the depths far below and to tremble in the stone at their feet. They sprang towards the door in alarm. Doom, doom, it rolled again, as if huge hands were turning the very caverns of Moria into a vast drum. Then there came an echoing blast. A great horn was blown in the hall, and the answering horns and harsh cries were heard further off. There was a hurrying sound of many feet. "They are coming!" cried Legolas. "We cannot get out," said Gimli.
Here we are in Balin's tomb. The goblin horde are charging through the doors, and the Fellowship are facing them down. So it's Fellowship first turn. So Johnny is taking control of the Fellowship. Over to you.
There we go. The goblins are looking quite organised in their rank and file. I'll start with a bit of magic from Gandalf. He is going to cast Terrifying Aura on himself. So it's on a 2-up. Cast on a 3. So he now causes terror for the rest of the battle. That was with his 3 point of will. And then we will start our tactical retreat. Over to the hordes of Moria.
The game lasts 10 turns, and there's an endless horde of goblins, the Goblin's Hide. So at the end of each of the evil player's move phases, any goblin warrior models that were previously slain may re-enter the board from one of the entry points. So that is the door, the grates, the sort of trapdoors, and it's falling to pieces. And then also they can sneak out of the well as well.
Yeah, it's 2 from the well and 1 from each grate, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I'm standing on a grate, he can't climb out.
No.
Is that a rule?
Yeah.
Oh right, I thought he was making something up.
I can't
Just stand on the grate.
stand on the well. I can stand on a grate.
Okay, that's my move.
That's your move. So Legolas moved half, so he will begin the shoot phase, and he's just going to start picking off the goblins from the front. So 3 shots at -1s, hitting on 4s. So 2 hit, and then strength 3 against defense 5. That'll be wounding on 5s. No.
Aha.
They ping off their
Goblins
shields.
defense 5.
They are
With the
defence
shield, they are.
4 with shield 5, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Legolas,
Ineffective on turn 1.
amazing shooting phase.
I'm not shooting back because I've moved my full 5 inches.
So that is turn 1.
So turn 1 complete. So the Fellowship have weathered turn 1 with no damage. So we are on to turn 2.
Priority.
5.
4.
So priority goes to the goblins. Any heroics from the Fellowship?
I probably positioned them badly for using their might.
Inevitably.
Competitive gamers that we are. Do you fit through? Yeah. So I'm going to call a heroic move with Aragorn's 3 point of might.
Okay. Go for it.
No counters? Okay.
Yeah.
He's going. I should have called channels at the start, but he's going to channel.
We'll let you call channel.
Will we?
That was the intention.
He's going to channel blinding light. So cast on a 2+. So it comes off. So that means within 6 inches of Gandalf, he can only hit with shooting attacks on a 6.
Within 6 inches of Gandalf.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're shooting within any models.
So you may as well move half because you're going to be hitting on 6s anyway.
Yeah.
Gimli's lagging behind a bit. Short legs.
He's tough enough to stand it out on his own.
What's the range of the bows for the goblins?
18. So you're all good.
Okay.
Obviously waiting for the cave troll to appear. Cave troll appears on turn 4.
I'm just thinking, when I go in, I want to go all in.
So it will be goblin shooting first.
Let's go. All of the shots are going to go into Gandalf. Because he casts that big light and the goblins don't like it.
Okay.
So 6 is to hit.
Hitting on 6s.
Yeah. Going to roll this off camera because
That's a lot of dice.
probably got knock all the models
Destroy
over.
everything.
2 6s.
No, it's lies.
Oh, and 3 5s as well.
They only count if they're on
I
camera.
can confirm the
roll.
2 6s.
And then
It's 6s to wound.
no.
No
No
6s.
6s. Honesty dice over there. Legolas will retaliate. He will fire his 3 shots into this goblin captain to start with.
Okay.
So he moved half again, so he's hitting on 4s. So that's 1 hit. He'll be in the way for the spearman, so he goes through the spearman. And they're defense 6.
The captain's, yeah.
So
With,
that'd be a
well, he hasn't got a shield, has he? So
s-
let me just check that because he might not be. Right.
That is turn 2.
That is turn 2.
Turn 2, moving into turn 3.
Getting through the turns quickly while there's no combat, but
Build up. That's right, there'll be
There's plenty coming up.
there's plenty coming, yeah.
so priority.
6.
Goes to Moria again.
Right. Now you're getting it.
Am I going to call any heroics? Yeah. No heroics from the Fellowship.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love asking people. Sure.
You
It's
sure
like,
about
it's like, does he know something I don't know? No, never.
Just remember, Gandalf causes terror if you do intend to charge him.
Okay, your movement.
Okay. So I'm going to take a climb test. So I'm going to take a climb test with, I believe this is Pippin, with blonde hair. I always get confused
The
between the
blonde
two.
one is Sam.
Sorry,
that
this
one,
one
yeah.
there.
Red cloak is Pippin.
Red cloak is Pippin.
Yeah.
So climb test. He is up and visible for everyone to shoot him, but can't move any further.
New target.
I think I'm going to keep my ranks closed. Gandalf, using his 3 point of might, is going to try and cast Sorcerous Blast at this goblin up here. So it goes off on a 5+. Fails to cast it.
So Gandalf's just been using his 3 points of wood each turn so
So
far.
far, yeah.
So just to sort of bring things into perspective, the most vulnerable member of the Fellowship at the moment is Legolas, as opposed to the two hobbits, Merry and Pippin, who usually are, but he's only got 1 fate,
Yes.
Legolas, at the moment. And obviously he's only defence 4. And Boromir only has 1 point of might at the moment.
He is not the usual mighty Boromir. Merry is going to come and help Frodo out of his predicament there.
Okay, so
So that'll still be 6s to hit because he's
8
within
shots.
6 of Gandalf.
yeah. On this board, it's going to be hard for him not to be within 6.
You could roll it over on the far
Yeah,
side.
okay. Oh, I liked it when it was
Excellent.
off camera. I've got more hits. Okay. Oh, I love a bit of goblin shooting.
Legolas didn't move, so this time he'll be hitting on 3s. And again, we're going to aim at this arrogant little goblin captain stood up there. So he has 2 hits. I'm assuming no in the ways because he's elevated. Wounding on 5s. Does 1 wound.
1 wound. Okay.
So I think he's
So
got
that one has
That's 1
got
fate.
2
1 fate.
wounds.
2
1
fate. Oh.
Sorry, 2 wounds, 1 fate. So I'm going to roll a fate.
So passes the fate. So no wounds taken.
Aha.
Combats. I am going to call a heroic combat with Aragorn's 3 point of might.
Okay.
And I think
I don't know why I was pondering that because
Yeah, you haven't
got
got
it. Yeah. What can I do? Nothing.
do I call it's turn 3, so the troll arrives I mean, I shouldn't really know that the troll's coming, should I? So I'll play as if I don't expect it. Well, you'd probably hear it coming down the halls of Moria.
Yeah. We have a cave troll.
Um,
I'll do it first time. See how many times we do.
I won't call one with any of the others, so just using Aragorn's free might.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that combat goes first. That poor goblin.
Yeah, I don't think there's much chance of him.
So I'll roll Aragorn with the red and black dice, and Boromir with the grey dice. I haven't got a 6,
sixes, so
the goblin has got a chance.
so
to draw some
roll
might.
your dice.
I mean, one dice.
One
There we go.
dice.
Epic moment when you get embarrassed
There we
by
go,
a single
6.
goblin. Oh,
And they are wounding on 4s.
I'll back him away because no way he'll die.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
3 wounds.
okay.
Now. Okay.
you're really paranoid about losing Legolas, aren't you?
He's got a firing squad of goblins pointing at him.
Wayne's choice of
Yeah,
combat.
Wayne's priority.
Right. Okay. Let's go for this one here. So try and give Frodo a slap.
So we've got Frodo and Merry.
So I've got spear support, so I've just got 2 attacks.
Yep. Frodo will be the black and red dice. Merry gets a 5. And they are. Frodo is wounding on 5s, Merry is wounding on 6s.
Nope.
That
Fought
one's
them off.
There's only one
Yeah,
to pick,
there's
isn't
this
it?
one,
This
so-
one here. So
Yeah, so you've got 2 dice, Wayne.
this is against. Well, this is Gandalf and Gimli.
Gimli.
Yeah. 5 from Gandalf.
So Gandalf gets +1 strength.
Yeah.
Not that it
Gimli
matters.
got the 6. So
One dead?
the shield is dead.
Shield is dead.
This one was in on Aragorn.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, so then that one.
Oh, he's got the 6.
Oh, pressure's on.
Oh, Aragorn equal
Comes
to
good.
him. Forced to wound. Gets him.
So, dare I say, been slightly comfortable for the Fellowship so far as we move into turn 4.
It's a big priority, this one. Can I jump on that grate before the goblins start coming out? Oh. so I need a 6 to clinch it.
No.
On a 3.
So, taken by evil on a 6. Now, this is where it started to go wrong last time, isn't it?
Mm.
Because when you start to get swarmed.
So I will call a heroic with Aragorn's 3 point of might.
So I
So we'll get
You could counter
I
with
can
the
call a heroic
captain.
march.
A heroic move.
Heroic march they've got.
Oh,
Yeah,
they don't
but
have move as
everyone
well.
can move. Everyone
Right.
can move. So,
Okay.
so you want to move with the captain in the middle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Basically, I want to get these up here, don't
yeah.
I?
So you have to. So it's your priority. So you roll 1, 2, 3 is
Which one are you casting it? Goes to good.
these guys. This guy.
yeah.
5.
Right. It goes to good.
So the heroic goes to Aragorn. And Gandalf. Will again cast Sorcerer's Blast. So this is the one who's used his fate already.
Yep.
So cast it with his 3 point of will, so on a 5. He gets it. So he
Yeah.
pushes him back D6 inches. full 6.
Okay.
And then he will also take a single strength 5 hit. So he's wounding on 4s. So that's a wound. So he's got 1 wound left. He's prone, yeah.
He's got smashed on the floor.
Or do you want to...
Okay, so he's
I've
taking
got some of those. Bloom.
pop up. So he is prone.
So 1 wound left and prone.
He's been blasted off the top.
That's what you get for standing on Balin's tomb.
Whatever. So I need to. Okay. So let's bring the troll in.
Poor Pippin.
6s. Okay. Put the well there. 1 hit.
5s to wound.
It's a 5.
Uh-oh. There he goes. It's usually Mary that goes down first.
Get off my grate.
Right, where's my lucky dice? He's got a single point of fate.
Yes,
He
passes.
survives.
Rubbish.
Right, Legolas will retaliate. And seeing this hulking beast coming through the door, he's going to ping everything at the troll. I'm guessing there'll be quite a few in the ways. But he hasn't moved, so it's freeze to hit. 3 hits.
Is Boromir in there?
So he's in base to base with Boromir, so he can shoot through.
Okay.
Did you say 3 in the ways?
I'd say 2 from there. No, actually 1. I mean, if you go straight
one.
line.
1
Yeah,
is
one.
on there.
Yeah.
Also, there's a massive cave troll.
Yeah, shoot over their heads.
So I'll do the first shot. Hits the goblin. So on a 5 it'll kill that goblin. Kills the goblin. So the other 2 will go straight through onto the troll. And they are 6s to wound. Is 2 precious points of might worth it for a single wound? No. No, it's not.
Okay.
And then Pippin stood still. So Pippin is going to throw this stone at this little goblin here. So he hits on a 3. Hits, and it is strength 2. Strength 1 today.
Yeah.
So that's 6s.
Oh,
Oh, go on, Pippin.
that's embarrassing.
Shot.
That's annoying. Okay. Okay, the combat's in.
Yep.
So let's go with
Just Gimli.
the one on Gimli. So I've got
Oh no.
4 dice.
Gimli's going 2 axes, so he's got 3 attacks.
There's a
So
6.
there's a 6. And 1 from
Tom
Gimli.
rolled a 6.
And he is 5s to wound. Oh, he gets 2 goblins.
Well, they would have gone back in, wouldn't they?
So Legolas would have had +1 to... Oh no, it's only on his hit rolls, isn't it? his competition with Gimli.
Okay.
So he's now hitting on 2s, get Legolas.
I think that's it, isn't it? Oh no, there's one on Frodo.
That's Merry.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, Frodo's on the ledge. Okay. 6.
Oh, Merry's in danger. He's on a 2, so defence 3.
Oh, down the well. Fool of a took.
Oh, he fails to wound.
Back strategically towards Gimli.
Right.
Now you're looking a bit more surrounded, aren't you?
That is the turn.
Okay. So, on to turn 5.
Right, this is my priority. Yes.
That's the first one you've won, isn't it?
It is.
Any heroics?
Well, I've got a 3 point of might from Aragorn, so I think I will use that to also call a heroic move. So it goes to a roller.
Yep.
So it's my priority. Goes to the
good.
Fellowship. So Aragorn will shuffle around ever so slightly. Gandalf is going to use his 3 point of will to cast Sorcerer's Blast on that goblin. Can you reach the one behind? You can reach this one, so he's going to cast it on this one who's got 1 wound left.
Can you see him?
Is that an is there?
Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah.
So on
Clutching the straws.
on a 5, it casts.
Oh!
And that's a strength 5, or it's a d6 inches.
He's giving me the
6
table of
inches.
this.
Right, so you'll
So
take
he would
it.
stop here.
So you'll take hits.
Is there any rules where if he hits something,
Yeah.
it takes
So if he
extra?
hits scenery, he takes an extra strength 6 hit. So he'll take a strength 5 from the blast. So that's a 4 to wound. And that gets him.
He's dead.
Splat. He literally just splattered him into the
Got
wall.
up before he blasted
Oh.
back again.
Outrageous.
And then Gandalf will shuffle round. So he's now hitting on 2s because Gimli is 3-0 up on the kill count. And he hits with all 3. He will probably have an end away for this goblin here.
Yeah. One.
So you wouldn't be able, if that was in
Oh,
the
can you not
way,
do it
you wouldn't be
through
able to shoot because
It's a
it's into a good combat.
Oh, he's supporting a combat, is he?
Okay.
But
In that case, he'll use a
he
single.
he could shoot over the head of that goblin into the
Okay, so no in the way.
no in the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So then goes to 6s to wound.
Did you roll enough?
1 6 and 2 5s.
So 1 wound, yeah?
But if I use 2 might,
He's dead.
he's dead.
Oh.
Oh, I feel like that's massive.
You've got to do it.
And I have to do it.
Yeah.
But
Pushed it.
I feel like it
I would.
it swings the game. Yeah, so it's 2 of Legolas is 3 might. And that is what Legolas can do.
Yeah.
after slagging him off earlier.
Cave troll just wandered in, got shot.
I'm quite shocked at Legolas actually doing that, because normally he does nothing.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, he should have done 1 wound.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that. That's big.
So it's all down to goblins.
If only Wayne's face was on camera right now.
Got a big smile on my face as always. There's a lot more game to go yet.
It is. You've only got to kill 5, haven't you?
Yeah, and also think of the long game if you can get into Frodo, etc.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, so combats. No, sorry.
Shooting. My shooting.
You're shooting.
So I'm going to shoot the 2 guys at the back. I'm going to shoot Pippin.
Into this combat?
Yep.
Yep.
So. Nope. He's going to shoot Legolas.
Yep.
No, need a 6. And.
I haven't used Aragorn's free might this turn, have I?
No.
So I may as well use his free point of might to call a heroic combat.
Okay.
I will not call one with anyone else. And you don't have your captain's not involved, is he? So Aragorn against 4 goblins. Can he get the 6? He can't. He's 5 high.
Miss. Oh, 5.
No, 5 from the goblin. So he needs to kill 2 goblins for the heroic combat to come off. So he needs 5s to wound. Oh. And he gets it. Just 2 because he can't kill spear supports.
Okay, so this guy, and they go back, and then this guy. Those 2. Right.
The pain is, I want to charge in and help Gandalf, but then that breaks my my little circle. I think I will still help Gandalf out there. Okay, let's go with Boromir. So he's going to blow his horn, so he needs to take a courage test.
What, all of them?
Just 1, so 1 model takes a courage test.
Okay.
He passes,
Yeah.
so combat goes off as normal.
Ooh,
he's 4 high.
It's on.
So he's
6.
got the 6, and Boromir doesn't have the might for that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, right.
So Boromir will back.
Is he trapped?
Legolas can make way. So there'll be 6s to wound Boromir.
Okay. How many wounds you got?
3 wounds. Can you do what Legolas has done? No.
Playing goblins of any form and orcs of any form is just a constant disappointment, isn't it?
As a Mordor player, I'm very used to. We'll go with Gandalf and Aragorn against these 2.
So 2.
So Gandalf is to 3 high. 3 high. Wins it on the fight.
I think when this is played back, you're just going to hear me sighing a lot.
Yeah.
And it's 4s for Aragorn, 3s for. No, 4s all round. So yeah, they get the 1 spearman.
So
he backs away.
he backs off. He's dead.
Gimli is. Is he trapped? Probably not. He could probably get away. I'll do Merry first, just in case.
Okay.
So Merry against a single goblin.
1.
And it is 6s to wound for Merry. No. And then we'll do Gimli. So he'll go 2 axes again. Oh, he's only got a 5.
That's a tactic. Let you roll first.
Oh, he's got a 6.
Starting to have to think about using up the resources now.
He's not trapped. It's only 3 attacks, and your 6s by 4s to wound him.
Yeah.
What can possibly go wrong?
What can possibly
That's a
go wrong?
risk you can take, isn't it? 6s and 4s.
I just know how valuable these are.
There might be something.
Maybe an
Nasty
occasion soon
in
where
this,
he's a trap.
There we go.
So 3 attacks, 6s by 4s. Good boy, Gimli.
I don't know why it sounds disappointing, but the chances of rolling 6s is pretty slim, isn't it? So it's all, rolled really bad.
And the biggest one of all. Little
this
Pippin up
is,
here.
This is the important one. Go on, you roll first.
Too high from
there we go.
Pippin.
Watch me roll double 1. Yes.
5 from the goblins. It's
And I was
4s to wound.
Just thinking I needed to look up whether he could use Boromir's might, but Boromir's only got 1 point of might.
Yeah.
Okay.
4s to wound. He's used his fate already.
Oh, you're
There's Wayne's rolling.
Oh.
There's Wayne's rolling.
Now you want to see my face. But that was it. That was my
Pippin.
moment. He only had 1 wound as well, didn't he?
Yep. Just needed 1.
Rubbish. Right.
Right, so we go. This is a halfway point. Turn 5 is over.
That was big, that roll.
10-6.
Turn 6 priority. 2 from the Fellowship.
6.
And it goes to Moria. I think I have to use Aragorn's 3 point of might to call a heroic. And he's used both of his, hasn't he?
Yes.
So that comes off. So Aragorn will just double check everyone was easy. So Aragorn will charge into those 2 goblins. Gandalf will fill the gap and cast command with his 3 point of will on this goblin. So on a 4+, it comes off. So what we've been forgetting is you could have tried to resist those sorceress blasts.
Okay.
So if you can try and resist this because he's got 1 point of will.
No, I know he tells me. When I'm a captain of a troll down. So what do I need?
On a 4, he's got one point of will. Yep, so you resist it.
Okay.
But that is your only point of will gone.
Ledge at some point.
Right. Shooting from Moria.
Yeah. So the one guy that's on the ledge, because he would have moved. It's 2.5 to get just to get up there. He's going to shoot Pippin. 6.
40 hits on a 6. So it'll be in
Who
the
does it
way.
hit?
On a 4 up, it hits Pippin. It hits the
Oh,
goblins.
Goblins.
Doesn't kill them.
2 shots there. Right,
Yeah.
so much we'll just do that's
Right, hold on.
Okay, so I've done that 1 shot and I've seen almost killed one of my own guys. So yeah, so these three here are going to shoot Frodo. This is where we've won.
This is where all the luck comes in.
Yeah. Right. So 6s.
No.
God, it's real expectation.
That was a
everyone.
three-
I was
three-
like,
three
this is
and a
it.
one.
This is that epic moment. No.
Combats.
Yep. Combats.
I'm gonna call, so I get to call a free heroic combat with Sam.
Okay.
Because Frodo is in peril. So Sam goes off first.
I hate fighting Sam. He always wins, doesn't he? Always wins his combats.
So single attack.
So 5.
So 5 high.
Pressure's on. Ooh.
3. He's got his 2 points of might, but I'm not too worried about this.
Should be. Here comes the
Famous
6.
last words.
Come back away. Okay. Your priority. You choose which order.
If you could roll in these sort of areas,
Yeah.
yeah, if you can.
Okay. Let's go with this combat here.
That's Pippin on 2 goblins.
There's
he's
a
got a
6.
6. Oh no.
Yes, here we go.
He's trapped.
He's trapped us. He's off there. Through the wall. 4.
4 attacks, wounding on 4s.
If I don't roll a 4 with 4 dice, I'm going home. Yeah.
He's got him.
He's very, very dead.
And the first of the fellowship
Hobbit goes down again.
is down.
Okay. This could swing. It's felt fairly comfortable so far.
Who's smiling now?
Where are we going next?
Boromir.
Yep, so he'll blow his horn again. So courage test.
Won his first combat. Feeling good.
Courage test first. Courage test if you outnumber him.
That's all right. Not a problem. Courage test. No problem. Oh,
Fails.
just.
So he wins the fight.
And is forced to wound from Boromir. So he gets 1 goblin. He's not wasting his only point of might.
That's dirty, isn't it? Courage test and you automatically win the combat. Which one?
We'll go for this one.
Okay. Aragorn.
Okay. 5 high from
Win it on
Aragorn.
a 6. No.
No.
Got to stop saying that. Got to stop calling it 6.
And forced to wound again.
I like the confidence.
Just a 1 goblin this time. I'll take this one here.
That one. So move them back. 1 dead.
Now Gandalf.
Gandalf.
With his single attack.
Oh,
Wins it on a 2.
that is not funny.
And that'll be forced to wound. Kills him on a 6.
You lucky. Right. Oh. Gimli?
I'll go twin axes again. Got 4 to beat.
94 high.
Gets a 6.
Let's move all these boys back.
And 5's to wound, because they are now, I believe that would have counted as 3 wounds for Legolas and the troll.
Yeah.
So they're equal, so he loses his +1 to wound. So he doesn't wound any.
Oh, lucky. Right, let's go with Legolas next.
Okay. Let's see,
I'm winning this. 4. Yeah!
Oh. Now Legolas is squishy. So I feel like I may have to use one of his points of might there to win this fight. Oh, but he's already used 2. No,
You got 1 left.
he's got 1 left because he used 2 to kill the troll.
So it'll be still 5s to wound, won't it?
It'll be 5's to wound.
Yeah.
He's not trapped. Legolas backs away. Wise.
Frodo.
Frodo, here we go.
Big one.
Can all swing.
3.
1. 6 is to wound Frodo.
And Sam can make way, can't he?
Yeah.
So.
Or was that move him off the grate?
I think it does.
Yep.
Up comes another goblin next turn.
Yeah. Well, it's independent priority, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right then.
Right, turn
Things are getting
7.
interesting going into turn 7.
One fellowship member down.
I think that killing that cave.
Boromir. He's going to try a climb test. Which he fails on a 1.
That's that big shield he's got.
So he is now stuck at the bottom of the hill, the ledge.
It's all falling apart.
So Aragorn is the only one to move. He is going to come and take your captain out, hopefully. I don't know if that's a bold move there, but I'd like to think Aragorn can look after himself.
So that actually makes it fairly simple for me. Right, could I? Oh, actually,
Oh, could you jump over someone?
I wanted to jump on Legacy's head, but well, you know, but I can't fit in there, can I? So
Probably take a jump test.
Could
You
I?
could try and jump.
Could I jump
over
around
him?
there?
As you've got cave dweller,
Yeah.
I think we'll say that you can jump over the top.
Yeah. So what do I need?
So you just
You
roll
probably
a
need a
dice.
6.
6
to
to land in
charge.
combat.
Yeah.
6 to land in combat. Right, I'm gonna. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, it's a 5.
So I'll say he jumps him, but he ends up an inch away the other side.
Okay. So like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between them. Okay. Can do it
Shoot him.
now.
Right, Legolas isn't in combat. So he is going to
Are they currently equal on wounds?
still equal on wounds.
So whoever's got the most wounds, the other one gets +1 to hit.
If Gimli has more, Legolas gets +1
I think
to
it's
hit.
kills.
Oh, is it kills?
I think it's kills.
If it's kills, Gimli has 3 to 1.
So the troll would only count as 1.
Hmm.
Mm.
I mean, that's probably the way you want it, because Legolas is +1 to hit. I mean, Gimli having +1 to wound is far more. Right, he will just shoot 3 arrows into this goblin.
One ninja goblin.
So they all hit. And yeah.
Already dead.
Good try, lad.
We watched him come over the top.
Took him out. Yeah.
2 arrows in each eye. That is my shooting.
Okay, my shooting. So I'm gonna slot one through here into. In fact, I'm going to shoot 5 shots. So, with that being in the way,
For him,
if there's a straight line.
if it's in the combat, it's in the way.
Okay, so how many would it be? Just the
Just
one?
one.
Okay. So I'm going to fire.
May as well fire into combat. Are we still on turn 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should-
Although you have got Boromir
1,
out in the
2,
open.
3, 4. I think I need 6s to wound him as well, don't I?
Be 6s for both, yeah.
Actually, all of them are going to shoot Boromir. He's going to shoot
Makes
Boromir
sense.
as well. Okay.
You have an in the way for this one.
Okay, I'll do him separately.
Misses.
And misses. And then 4 more.
And we get to hit. 6s to wound.
No. Okay. And then combats.
Combats, yes.
Sounds
there is-
heroic.
Sam does have a heroic which he won't be able to achieve because he's in combat with 2. Aragorn won't be able to achieve his combat because he's in combat with 4. I won't call any heroics. Let's start with Gimli, the last dwarf in Moria. He uses his twin axes
Yeah,
and gets the 6s
just slightly.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
and 5s to wound. No wounds.
I mean, my guys badly. Just out of politeness.
Next we'll go with Merry, just down here in the
Yep.
one-on-one combat. 4.
It's a solid 4.
Oh, it's only a 3 from
That's
Merry.
good enough.
He
It's a
gets a
6.
wound.
Oh,
He's got a point of
it's got a point
fate.
of fate.
Going down, going down.
I'm too nervous.
Yes!
He's gone.
Inevitability.
Take it off.
Of Merry going down.
Oh.
So well done. You taken Merry and Pippin down.
Yeah, which is what usually happens. Oh, holes are starting to appear.
Let's go with Aragorn
Johnny's
here.
starting to sweat.
I mean, it's the hottest day of the year so far.
Right, okay.
Aragorn against your 3 goblins and a captain.
Yes, so 3 goblins and then the captain. Just going to check his attacks.
You should have 2 attacks.
So I've got, yeah, so I'll do two black dice will be the
Yep.
captain, and then 3 others will be the normal goblins.
Alright.
Go
Oh, he's got the 6.
on. Rubbish. Oh, that's right, makes me feel better.
So I will go for 2 spearmen first.
Yep.
He gets the 2 spearmen and the archer gets the archer as well.
Okay. And then he backs off. Okay, so all guys
Getting down to the crucial ones now. Sam against his 2
That's the
goblins. I'll let you set the tone. 3 high. Makes it even worse when you fail on this.
Oh,
Yes!
there it is. There's the one.
He's not trapped.
Now he's got 2 fate and 2 wounds, so I'm not going to spend his 2 might.
Yep. Okay.
He has defense 3, so it's 4s to wound.
The wound.
1 wound. Might as well use his fate. He passes.
So down a fate.
More of the resources getting
No,
hammered.
don't forget, we've still got to get through the rest of Moria
Yeah.
and across with no respite.
About 30 other scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay. Frodo?
Frodo against 4 goblins.
Hold a 2.
2,
4.
4.
Now he does have might.
But he's only got 1 left.
Then
It's 6s to wound, but he is probably trapped, isn't he? No, Sam could.
one might wouldn't have done it anyway.
No, he needed both might to win it.
Can you move like that if you still.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Is
just,
that-
you just have to break base contact and
As
be
long
able
as
to
you move an
move a
inch.
full inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 attacks. How many wounds has Frodo got?
He's got 2 fate left and 2 wounds, so you need 4 wounds to kill him outright.
What do I need to?
6s.
6.
Yeah, because he's got the mithril coat on.
Oh, yeah.
Big defense 6.
That's
Got
a good
one.
roll as well. There's a wound.
So he's going to use a point of fate, which he passes.
Passes.
Alright, chipping away. This turn 7's been a good one.
Mm. Yeah, it's amazing how it can start to change the feel of it, isn't it?
You can.
Right, is that all the combats?
That is all of the combats.
So moving into turn 8.
Turn 8.
Right.
Priority. Goes to the Fellowship.
Can I just say, this is not looking too good over here.
No. I'm trying to think how I can
Trapped
get up
against
there
the
and
wall.
help.
And actually, the way they're positioned, he won't be able to.
No, you
It's quite
can't
hard for
jump
him to get up there.
So I think Frodo. Is he going to put the ring on?
Which he hasn't done once in the whole
Has he
campaign
not?
yet.
Is he going to put it on? It would only leave Sam in a very tricky situation.
Right, so Frodo is putting the ring on.
For the first time, Frodo is putting it on, and well, he's going to move.
See, I'm going to take that as a win. I'm going to take that as a moral victory that you been forced into that move.
So
So-
Frodo is now represented by the One Ring.
So the first turn I get to move him, don't I? And then after then,
We have to take a
Yeah.
test.
if I want to free up, I
This
keep
is where we go and get the rule book and look up the...
Yeah, it's on a free up, I keep control.
yeah.
Right. Sam is still up a creek without a paddle.
Sixes.
Two hits.
3 hits on Boromir. Needs those again. 6s to wound.
There's
Oh,
a
there's
six.
a
one.
wound.
A wound on Boromir. Obviously has no fate, so
How many wounds you got left?
2 wounds left. So let's start with Gimli, as he's been pretty consistent so far.
Okay.
So twin axes again. 5 high.
Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a
Got a
6.
6.
6s and 4s, yeah?
6s and 4s to wound.
Okay.
1 6.
There's a 6. Followed by another 6.
So it's a wound on Gimli.
Oh.
He's got 2 fate and 2 wounds. So he passes with his first point of fate.
This resource down.
Yeah, there's a lot of fate being used all of a sudden.
So Gimli. Back. Do Legolas against the 2 goblins.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh no!
So just move those dice this way.
So a 2 and a 1 for Legolas, and then
And a
Snake
double 1.
Eyes.
Second time I've done that.
Not for the first time this evening. And Legolas is 4s for the archer, so I'll go for him first. Nope. So
That's
they
your
both
moment.
survive
That was your moment, boys.
now. And the big one, Samwise Gamgee.
So I've got 6. This is where you ruin a moment. Just roll a 6. Don't you? I'll roll mine first. You got one attack.
I've got 1 attack.
Right, I'll roll mine first. Oh,
4 to
4
beat.
high. That's disappointing.
Come on, Sam. He's
3.
got a 3. I think he needs to use one of his might because he wins it on the fight value.
Yep.
But the resources again are being used up quicker than I would like. So he wins the fight.
Okay.
Can he take out a goblin? I'll go for the archer as he's got the lowest defence. No.
Samwise Gamgee.
Samwise the Brave, fighting off 6 goblins backed into a corner. And we go into turn 9.
Right.
Okay.
Priority. Six for
Priorities
fellowship.
have not gone your way at all.
Not the key ones,
The
but
start of the
they
game,
did.
yeah. The start of
When
the game,
they-
I won
when they
all,
didn't
but
matter.
Yeah.
So I roll a dice for Frodo to see if I remain in control. I do not.
No, so you can move Frodo.
Can I?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah, mind you.
You can spear support. So you'd probably squeeze a bit. Get both
I
of
don't think
them.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he's on.
Okay.
So
Oh.
Frodo's wandered into a couple of goblins.
Stop touching. More touching, more keep.
Right. So the rest of my move, Boromir. Obviously doesn't have a clue what's going on here, but just going to tag these 2. Oh,
You might have to go in backwards.
let's back it into these 2 goblins here. Gandalf will again try Sorcerer's Blast on this goblin, so on a 5. Comes off. So he will move
Which one was it?
this one here.
Right, so he's going to
Oh,
hit
So
me.
he will hit.
Yeah.
So he will take a strength 5. So he's dead, and then he will take a strength 3. So on a 5. No,
Okay.
but he is
He's
knocked
prone.
prone.
He's not prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mistakes may have been made.
let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Aragorn.
Yep.
Okay.
So, is there any in the ways there?
No, he's elevated.
Cool. Right.
Still within 6.
6 is to hit. No.
No hits.
Having Aragorn out of combat for 2 turns in a row is not ideal. We'll start with Gandalf. So we've got a 1-on-1. Gandalf wins on fight, and it will be force to wound. Doesn't come. Let's go with Gimli against 6 goblins. They brought in the reinforcements. Twin axes again. Oh, 4 high.
Here we go.
It's on.
Here we go. Can't possibly not do this.
5.
He's only got 5 though.
Gimli hasn't used any might. He's not trapped. I've been riding my luck to this point. And we'll use 1 point of might. And then, so he's forced to wound the spearman. No, he's still plus. No, he's got more kills than Legolas. So 4s on the spearman and 5s on the 2 shields. Oh, he's gone ape. He's up to 6 kills.
Goes back. 2 dead.
Now these are the trickier ones. Because Legolas could be. Let's go with Legolas. So there's a captain and 2.
This is the one I want.
This is. You've got a good chance there. I'll let you roll first so I can break your heart.
5.
5.
Good solid 5.
Legolas has only got 1 might, so he needs at least a 4. Oh, he gets a 5.
Gets the 5.
He will put both on the captain. So that is 5s. No.
Okay.
But surviving that round was big for Legolas.
Yep. I was looking forward to the 6 attacks then.
So Boromir will split these 2 goblins. So being outnumbered, he'll blow his horn again.
Okay.
So courage test.
Nope.
He fail. So he wins the combat, and it's 4s to wound the archer. So takes the archer out.
So both on the archer again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frodo against 1 spearman.
Yep.
2.
So your turn.
Oh,
Yes! I was going to say your turn to roll a 1.
So 1 for Frodo. I'm going to ride my luck here against a single.
He's not trapped, so. 6.
Oh, he's done a wound.
Yes!
He's got 1 point of fate left. Which he passes.
Passes the fate, but that's all his fate gone.
That's all of Frodo's fate. The resources have been rinsed. And then Sam against 4 goblins again. I'll let you set the tone. Oh, he sets some 6s.
6s galore. And a 5 for Sam.
He has got 1 point of might.
That would. Yeah, they're
He's
fight 2.
They fight 2, so he wins
so
on the
he
fight.
Would win on a 6.
He's only got 1 fate left. Yeah, because he's trapped. So I'm going to have to
He's
might that.
got
He's
to
got
do
to do
it.
it.
Well, there's no way he's going to let me have 8 attacks. Then.
No. So, and then 1 attack, put it on the spear goblin, so 5s. No. Right, now Aragorn's up there, hopefully I can. See, now I'm going to lose. Oh no, he's got heroic. Anyway, getting ahead of myself.
I think that was the moment now. I thought if I could kill.
You could have had Legolas and Sam there.
Yeah.
But what's in terms of the campaign, it's
Yeah.
sucked out.
A
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, it's definitely made you a lot weaker for the next phase.
If I roll badly on the end game. Right. The final turn.
Turn 10.
Priority.
I've got one for
Oh,
Right. So we'll start with Frodo. So do I keep control of him?
no.
I do not.
Where do you want him, Wayne?
I think I will. Let's go for Legolas. So these 5 are going to shoot Legolas. Sorry, yeah, 6. That one can't, can it?
Wasn't in the way, he could.
Alright, I'll roll them separately. So this one shooting Legolas. No. And then these.
Oh, 2 6s.
2 6s, but is it
In the way is
in the
your
ways? Is it goblins or is it Legolas?
It's on a 4 up, it hits Legolas. Both on Legolas.
Both on Legolas.
5 to wound.
Change the dice. Oh, I should have changed the dice. But if I rolled the same ones. Oh no, that's good. I feel better now. Combats.
Combats. Let's start with Gimli.
Yep.
So we'll go for twin axes again.
Nope.
He's
6.
got the
You win.
6. I'll do 1 on each, so it's 4 against the spearman and a 5 against the shield.
Yeah.
So shield survives. Gandalf, 1 on 1.
Gimli must have racked up the kills in this.
He's on 8 kills so
8
far.
kills.
I think Legolas will be bragging about the troll, but he only counts as 1.
Switch it.
Sorry, Gandalf, who only gets a 2. But it is enough. And 4 to wound. Gets him.
Of course he does.
Right. Oh, I didn't call her right combat with Aragorn. Anyway. Legolas. Let's do Legolas.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I've got 2 attacks. 2 black dice are the normal goblins.
Yep.
And the 2 green dice are the yellowy dice are the
I'll let you set the tone.
captain.
He's got his 6.
With the captain.
Legolas has got 1 might left, which he
Is not
isn't
enough.
enough. So he's trapped. It is 5s to wound. No. So the captain is 4s to wound.
So captain is the green dice again. So
That is enough.
2 from the captain. 2 from the
So
normal
4
goblins.
wounds. Nothing you can do about that.
I'm not going to spend the fate so that I don't have to. Just going to take the wound
Yeah.
because then he can keep his fate if he manages to come out of this.
So Legolas is down. Third member to go down.
Go for Frodo. It's down. So
Right.
one attack. I always rolled a 1.
No!
Hang on, just to move that
Oh,
We can all
three
hear
times
it.
I've done that. Oh,
And it is 5 to wound for Frodo. He doesn't wound, but
that's upset me.
Boromir will blow his horn again. So a courage test on these goblins.
Yep.
Which should
Another
fail.
7.
So it's a 4 to wound the spearman. So he takes out the spearman. Aragorn, who I should have called a heroic with, but didn't. Oh, he's going to get 6. He's going to need a 5 because he's got his 3-point of might. Doesn't get it.
So there is a 6 just off camera there.
So he could use one of his store, which he hasn't used any of. You only need 5s to wound. Yeah, he's going to use one of his store might and his free might to turn that into a 6.
Oh, shipping the might and fate and.
So 3 attacks are on the spearman and then 2 on the shield. Yep, so he gets them both. And Sam, this is a big one.
Come on.
Yeah, Sam is trapped.
There's a
Got
6.
There is a
Sam
6.
is out of might this time.
So he needs a 6. Oh, I was waiting for
Here
the
we
clutch.
go.
Right, 6 dice.
How many wounds you got left?
His defense 3, so it's forced to wound. He has 1 fate, 2 wounds. So you need to cause 4 wounds to guarantee that. 3
1, 2,
is enough.
3.
3 is enough. He loses 2 wounds.
Sam goes down.
Dropping like flies now.
Oh dear, we've
Yeah,
got 4 dice.
But
In the
that
last
is
turn.
that is the last turn.
That's it.
That was close.
Wow, okay. That suddenly felt different towards the end, didn't it?
I should have committed earlier.
If you'd gone in one
Yeah,
turn
because-
sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have just thrown everything in as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Just to start the grind.
I was thinking, because you held back to try and
Yeah,
get
I was
all
trying
this
to
together,
manoeuvre
right, just
everything.
throw them in,
Yeah.
get them in, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to manoeuvre everything and get round, but then when you got when you got Pippin on the grate, I was thinking I should have just committed everything early doors, and then maybe you wouldn't have been able to do that. And actually, that would have given me a bit more. Just the extra guy coming up there would have been a bit better. And actually, I would have started grinding down your resource quicker. But yeah.
There are a lot of resources gone. We'll see how those rolls go at the end.
Now they're all looking for Frodo.
Right, so we will pause there and go into the after game. Right, gents, so cracking game, even though, the cave troll went down before making contact, it was still getting a bit tense towards the end there.
It was actually. I think if the cave troll hadn't have gone down, I think you might have lost a couple of extra characters.
Yeah, I would have had to have played it very differently.
Yeah.
But these things happen for a reason.
And actually, in terms of the campaign, it's worked really nicely because we had some that could be potentially dead. We've also got lots of them that have used up quite a bit, and they've got 2 more scenarios to get through Moria. And I think even Lothlorien, they've got another scenario before they get into Lothlorien as well. So it's getting to the point where it's really, like Johnny was really trying to conserve that those resources, but was struggling to do it at the end.
You stayed really bunched up at first, didn't you? And obviously, the more they kept pouring on and then moving into combat, and you've only got to move each model kind of an inch or 2 inches, and suddenly everything gets dragged out, and then the holes start appearing. Yeah, if I'd have just committed,
it was putting the hobbits up here made it very tricky because then I couldn't rush to their aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea. I thought it was a good move, but then it turned out to not necessarily be a good move in the end.
Yeah, I suppose if you'd left them against the wall, it just makes it really awkward for me to, because if you have the guys around them but up backed up against the wall, I've got nowhere to get to. I've got nowhere to jump in space.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, I don't know whether you can fight down a. I don't know.
I suppose if you've got spears, maybe you could. Yeah, but or
Right.
shoot down. But
Anyway, did we have a sort of best adventurer? Anyone who stood out?
I think Legolas would get my nomination for one-shotting the cave troll.
Yeah.
He may have died and been average otherwise, but
Gandalf
for me that was,
good as
that was a game. Gandalf was very good, but it's sort of how you perhaps expect Gandalf to.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything out
I
of the
think
ordinary.
the fact that I'm not going to let you have Legolas as he's actually died, and that was kind of the one good thing he did. So perhaps we'll say there isn't one. I mean, Gandalf, if we don't think Gandalf, he was pretty good to start with.
I thought the epic moment.
Sorcerer blasted.
He did blast him off and then blast him against the wall.
Yeah.
6 inches and then 6 inches
All
again
right.
into the wall.
So let's give it to Gandalf.
pretty
Then.
cool.
So Gandalf gets D6.
Ironically, he only
resources
needs
back.
one resource back, so,
So he gets it.
so
Gandalf
he gets his
his
back up to full. Gandalf.
Yeah.
Let me put him there while we're talking.
I mean, you
about
could
him.
argue Gimli as well, couldn't you? Because he was surrounded by goblins the whole time, and
He
just
was.
he didn't take any
Again,
damage
you'd
at all, did
expect
he?
And
him.
I was thinking Gimli as well, but then he kind of did his own thing.
Yeah.
he was just off killing goblins.
Lost
He
in the
wasn't
moment.
really sort of affecting.
I mean, he was quite good at protecting that sort of flank, wasn't he? But
Right, so let's put Gimli up while we're there. So we've got. So how much did Gimli use?
so Gimli is down 1 might and 1 will.
So a D3. Let's see if he gets those back.
He rolls
So,
a 3,
yeah,
so he is back
so he
to
gets,
full.
Gimli's back to full strength. Okay. So then let's have everybody who's alive first.
Okay, we'll
So-
start with young Mr. Frodo.
So Frodo.
So Frodo is down. He's lost all of his fate, and he's lost 1 might.
So he normally has 2 or 3 fate.
He normally has 3
3
fate,
fate, right?
so
okay.
he can't get back to full.
So he's
He'll
got
get 2 back.
2. So what are you going to go for?
I think I'll give him 2 fate back.
So 2 fate.
Actually, 1 fate, 1 might,
Okay.
because he's pretty tough.
It's much better now he's got his mithril coat, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's much stronger. Okay, so Boromir, very short of might.
He is. So he needs a nice roll. Nice roll here.
You roll 3 every
Three's
time.
all round.
So he gets 2. So
He can have 2 might back.
2
He's
might
up to 3 in total.
did he take?
Oh
it?
no, he took a wound, so I'm
You're
going to
gonna
give him
his wound
1
back,
might
yeah.
back and 1 wound. Yeah. So he's got 2 might.
Okay.
Aragorn has lost 1 might and 1 fate. And you can only get 1 of those back. I believe I will give him his fate,
Yeah. So he's going to have
because
his
he
fate
gets
back.
that 3 point of might. And now we move on to the dead.
Okay.
So, remind me how this works.
So who are we going for first? Merry.
Go for Merry
Right,
first.
you roll a d6. So a 4 means that he is okay. He says without being on the page. So he is recovered, regains 1 wound and recovers normal. So that means he can roll at D3, so he does get his
So, yeah,
fate
he
point
gets his
back.
wound and his fate point
Yeah.
back.
So he's only on 1 wound. But did he only have 1 wound anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
Pippin. That was a
So
3.
rolls a 3. He's wounded, so regains 1 wound, but otherwise may not regain any other characteristics. So he
So
can't
he can't regain his
have
fate.
his fate. So Pippin is even weaker.
Samwise is the brave. He did valiantly hold off those goblins for a while, but he is down. Well, let's see if he survives first. Another
So,
3.
yeah, so just 1 wound back. Nothing else.
That is big, because he's already down. He's got no might and 1 fate left. And last.
That's
Legolas.
recovered. And gets D3 back.
Just 1.
Okay.
So when you're recovered, you get all your wounds back.
No.
You get 1 wound.
Just 1 wound. Right.
But you then roll the D3, so you could then use that on wounds
Yeah.
or anything else.
So
What have you given him?
Legolas gets 1 of his fate back.
Okay, so he's got 1 wound.
1 might, 2 will, 2 fate, 1 wound.
Okay.
No. Let's give him a wound over
I
fate.
was going to say.
He's
Give him
looking very
2
shaky.
wounds. 2 wounds, 1 fate.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So what's the
we're
next?
still yet to roll a 1. For
Is one-
anyone
is
to
one dead?
1 is dead.
Right.
Yeah. So
But I suppose actually with the more and as each scenario goes on, there's going to be more casualties, aren't there? Because you'll
Get weaker and weaker.
yeah. What's the next scenario?
next scenario is the escape from Dwarodelf. That's where they have to make their way along the chasms and
The staircase.
staircases and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, thanks, gents.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
Great
really
game.
enjoyed that.
Good fun.
There was a flash like flame, and the helm of the goblin burst asunder. He fell with a cloven head. His followers fled howling as Boromir and Aragorn sprang at them. Doom, doom went the drums in the deep. The great voice rolled out again. Now, shouted Gandalf, now is the last chance. Run for it. We cannot leave you to hold the door alone, said Aragorn. Do as I say, said Gandalf fiercely. Swords are of no more use here. Go.
My thanks, as ever, go to Wayne and Johnny for their companionship on this project, and to Wayne for his amazing scenery that he produces for the show. Thank you for watching, and join us next time on our journey through Middle-earth.